Everybody, my name is Veronica and I'm a licensed therapist, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so why this channel? Why now? Why do you have to listen to me? Well, you don't have to listen to me, but why should you be listening to me? And what made me want to start this channel? Why is it so important? I would first like to say that welcome, and I would like to call you a becomer. I feel like this channel is just simply to help you become who you are supposed to be, who God has created you to be. And I'm here to help you be that catalyst to, kind of catapult you in a direction where you should be going, or you feel like you should be going. Why this channel now? So I was actually supposed to start this channel 4 years ago, but fear of failure as well as fear of success kept me from doing so. Fun fact, I am out here in these YouTube streets. Subscribe to people, read their comments, and so I was very aware, maybe too aware, of the criticisms that come with YouTube channels and people's opinions, whether positive or negative. For me personally, I was scared of the negative comments because, of course, who wants to hear negative things about them or what they're doing? For me, I had to check myself these past 4 years about what that fear actually looked like to me. So this channel is going to be about physical fitness, it's going to be about mental health, it's also going to be about spiritual health, because I feel like all three of those things intertwine to make a whole healthy human being. I want to be able to work with you for you to get to being whole, for you to get to being healthy, because I do believe that we are, relational creatures. God created us on this planet to be able to create relationships with people, but he didn't want us creating broken relationships. And so if I'm broken and the person is broken, whether it's a friend, a parent, a sibling, a cousin, whatever your relationship is to that person, if you're broken, you're bringing that into that relationship, and that is a recipe for disaster, right? So I just wanted this channel to be that catalyst, to give you the tools, to give you the necessary tools in your toolbox to be able to be a healthier person. Let's backtrack and talk about fear. How did fear keep me out of this for so long? So I'm a person who is a chronic overthinker. If you're a chronic overthinker, raise your hand. I overthink about everything and anything. It doesn't matter how small, big, medium, in between, whatever it is, I will overthink it. And so this channel was a desire of mine 4 years ago, but I overthought it so much that I thought myself out of it. I would think of the worst case scenarios in my head, and I would say, okay, that's why I can't do it, because this is gonna happen. Doesn't that sound? You know how that sounds. For me, even though it was a desire, I was like, no, I can't do it. I cannot do it. And you have the people on your shoulder like, I can do it. And then this person is like, don't do it because you're gonna fail. And I realized that it wasn't just about the fear of failure, it was also the fear of being successful, because how would I handle success from this? What would that look like for me? I think that there was a point where I needed to learn some things that I know now, which helps me be able to not necessarily hyper focus on the negativity that I may receive from this channel, but focus on how I can help people with this channel. Because the thing was, everybody would ask me, Veronica, when are you gonna create the channel? When are you gonna do X, Y, and Z? And I was just like, well, it's not really time. But the crazy part of all of that is, when I would be driving down the street or walking down the street and I see something, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is such a great idea for my YouTube channel. I would start writing it down mentally and then come home and put it in a notebook or whatever, because I'm like, that's gonna be great content. I did that for almost 4 years, y'all. Not even exaggerating. I have a notebook full of things that I wanted to do with the channel and all the things that I felt like, oh my God, this is gonna be great. Never did it because of fear. I was scared, and I know that you listening to me, you've probably experienced a time in your life where you were scared to just be who you want to be because afraid of judgment, afraid of criticism, no matter how constructive it is. Because people like to put constructive in front of criticism so that you don't get offended. FYI, it's still offensive. I know that if you're watching this, you've probably experienced a time in your life where you wanted to do something, but fear kept you out of it. And as a mental health clinician, I understand what fear does to you, not just mentally, but emotionally and physically. Which is why I feel that in order for you to be a whole person, in order for you to be a healthy whole person, you not only have to get your mental in check, but you have to get your physical in check, you have to get your emotional in check, you have to get your spiritual in check. This channel is just that. I want you to not only be an overcomer, I also want you to be calm, right? And that's where the name came from, because I thought about it, I prayed about it, I thought about it some more, and I was like, what would be a name that would stand for exactly what I'm trying to portray or I'm trying to put out there? The word becomer or becoming came to my head, and I was like, that's it, because we're all trying to become something. We're all trying to become the best versions of ourselves. We're all trying to be financially literate. We're all trying to be all these things, and the only way we can become is if we overcome. Right now, our situation, our current situations, where we want to overcome the past hurts, the past traumas, the past, passes that we've given to people. I'm here to help you overcome and become. We're going to name ourselves the Become Squad. Okay? The Becomers. Whichever one you want to use is perfectly fine with me. I want to be that person that provides you with the tools to live a whole life. Physically. So we're going to be talking about nutrition. We're going to be talking about fitness. I might take y'all to the gym with me. I will show you guys how to meal prep. I'll show you how to be spiritually in tune so that you're not walking around here blindsided by anything that happens in life. I want you to become who you see in the mirror that you can become. I want to be able to provide you with the space to say,
wow, I've made so many changes. I've grown. I can see the growth in me.
Because y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I would have started this channel 4 years ago, it wouldn't have worked out. Because where I was emotionally, mentally, physically, just isn't where I am now. And I feel like it's important for you to practice what you preach. I'll let that one sit for a little bit. It's important to practice what you preach. And I wanted to be practicing and well into my practice before I was to teach anybody. Because a teacher cannot just start off as a teacher. You have to be a student before you become a teacher. And I feel like these past 4 years has given me the time to not only learn, but also unlearn some things. And one of the things I am constantly unlearning is how not to let fear keep me from doing what I feel I'm supposed to do. Because think of it like this. I'm a firm believer in the fact that God put us on this earth for a certain purpose, for His glory, and that's it. I believe that you were created to be a solution to a problem in the world. And when you cease to exist, when you're no longer here physically, that problem should no longer exist as well. I want us to be those people who walk in our purposes and who love walking in our purpose and being happy with the fact that I have a purpose. Because, disclaimer, everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a talent or talents. Most people have more than one. And we are given those things because God wants us to use them for His glory. In order for us to be able to do that, we have to be healthy up here. We have to be healthy in our hearts. We have to be healthy physically, right? We have to be healthy human beings. We have to become what God wants us to become. But in order to do that, we need to learn how to unlearn. I am happy to be in your living rooms, in your cars, wherever you're going to be watching this. I just want you to know that this is a safe space. This is a place where you can come for encouragement. This is a place where you can come to become something that you've desired and dreamed of and has always been in your heart. I'm trying and I want to provide you that space. I want to give you a little push. I don't want to shove you too hard, but I want to give you a little push to that because I believe that it's important as human beings that we not only help ourselves but help others. And so I want to be that, and I no longer let fear dictate how that is like I did 4 years ago and every time after that, because y'all don't know, or maybe y'all do know the struggle, right? Maybe y'all do, but for me it was about understanding that if you let something keep you from what God wants you to do, you're going to learn it. It might take longer, but at some point you're going to. So why not start now? The motto that we're going to represent here is to be kind, be honest, and be thankful. We want to live in an abundance mindset. And if we live in an abundance mindset, we're more prone to positive thinking as opposed to letting negative thoughts control our minds and cause us fear. And I hope you come along with me on this journey. It's gonna be a process. We're gonna cry, we're gonna laugh, but I hope you stick it out to become the best version of yourself, to become what God has created you to be, and to be who you want to be. Okay, so I definitely hope you come back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and just tell it to whoever needs to hear this. A lot of people are struggling in the world, and as a clinician, I have seen my share of people who are down and out, who are anxious, who are depressed, who are sad because they feel like they're supposed to be in a certain place where they're not. And so this channel is to help all of those people who feel like, why am I stuck? I feel like I'm moving in quicksand. You're not moving in quicksand. And if you are, I'm here to tell you and to help you just slowly move out of it so that you can become your best self and you can become the best version of yourself. So I will see you guys next video.